Here's a little story I got to tell about these two young girls named Aaliyah and Chelle. They were young black teens from around the way, but I'ma go into the story on a typical day. Chelle was 14, bright, smart, a sophomore, skipped one grade and passed classes galore. Aaliyah's 15 and still in the ninth grade, but dropped out trying to make some ways to get paid. Chelle was a sweetheart, Aaliyah was a badass, two young girls that were about to cross paths. Chelle was very smart, but struggled to make ends meet. For her college plans that attended, it was meant to be set the senior year right after she graduate. On her way to Harvard, but her ends ain't immaculate. Aaliyah's in the trap with some dude named Ty, 17, had money and a fly-ass ride. And that attracts Aaliyah and it had her sprung. If Ty's all about his paper, had no feelings for none. Aaliyah can't resist and wanted to become his main, had real feelings for him, his wasn't the same. So he's like, fuck it, it is what it is. He slid her down some wrecks and he gave her the biz. The very next day, Chelle's crying and broke, too spoiled enough to work just to make a little dough. Aaliyah sees, asks her, why the long face? Says I'm broke, struggling, then the two embrace. Putting Chelle on game, making 13 G's. She saving up for school and even bought her a Jeep. Bought her a Glock, just in case the spot was hot. Till one day a black Chevy started busting out shots. Hitting Chelle's rod, got 3 in her chest, and Aaliyah got hit and caught 1 in her neck. Both gasping out blood, tears down their cheeks. They both stared at each other and they died on the scene. Police raiding out the city, going block to block to get the answers from the witnesses who lived on the spot. The story gets closure, and it's a surprise that they found the girl's killer, and his name was Ty. Little did he know Aaliyah was stealing his dough. They get the G for Chelle just to steal his dope. Chelle's story is different, and it had people face shook, going back to a conversation they had on Facebook. Ty said the word, and Chelle said the same. He said you will remember that when she called him out a name. Now Ty's doing time, doing life in the cell for the murder of 2 girls named Aaliyah and Chelle.